Hey guys, welcome to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a new feature with Leonardo.Ai called Leonardo.Ai Elements. And the thing that's interesting about this is it's a feature that is kind of a little bit weird. I'm not going to lie. I've been testing it. It's a little bit weird. I tested it first with this image. First of all, let me show you how it looks. So this is the feature here. You have the elements feature, and when I click on the elements, you could see here these are different examples of elements that you can actively have. And basically, from what I'm understanding, is that these elements bring different aspects of a theme or a new theme to your design, okay? And I have a few different examples here, and this is the reason why I'm doing this is because I want you guys to see. And what I'm realizing is with time is that the new skills that need to be developed are learning how to communicate with the AI to the best ability so you can get the best results, right? So very similar to that video that I created a couple days ago where I kind of showed you different tricks with Leonardo in terms of the prompt of how to emphasize certain things and how to do certain things aside from just normal prompting. This is one of those features that allows us to communicate on a higher level with the AI. So let me show you what I mean. This image and this image, they're just basic like Halo character type images, are images that have been created with a regular prompt. Elements were not used in this. And then what I did was I went all the way up here and I activated elements, because when you activate it, it usually looks like this, right? It will say add elements. So I'll click on this and I activated this Inferno element here and I turned it up all the way. I wanted to see what would happen. And when I did that, the design looks like this, which is basically too much Inferno, almost to the point where it's not even like, it's not something I would even remotely ever use, right? And so what I did was I toned it all the way down, right? I think I used a 0.10 of the Inferno. And you could actually see here, there is some of that fire feature in the background. And speaking of Inferno, every single element has its own theme or its own settings that it could add. So if you read on the bottom of here under Inferno, it says, foreboding fire and smoke, it's an infernal element model by Connie, whatever the person's name is. But basically, it's an element created, right? And I think I was looking over here in the, where was it, fine-tune models. I think it's going to get to the point where we can actually create our own models as elements, from what I'm kind of understanding. With time, that will be something that's available. Now, I'm not 100% sure on that yet. I don't want to speak for Leonardo.Ai, but that's what it's looking like. And it would be really cool if I can indeed use different models, right? Like, for example, if I was to use Dream Shaper and Anime Pastel Dream, and I could combine them into different elements to create a certain design, that would be pretty cool. But anyway, so I went ahead and used the Inferno setting here, and then what I did is I turned it up double, right? So I went from 0.1 to 0.2, so I doubled it. And you could see the difference between this image and this image is a little bit of a more difference for, like, there's more fire, there's more Inferno here, right? And then here we have a little bit in the helmet. And you could see that, sometimes even if you turn it up, the amount of Inferno is not the same, right? So like if you look at this image, I would argue there's more Inferno in this image than there is here. But at the end of the day, these are themes and templates. Not templates, these are themes of features that you can add to a specific design. Then what I did here is I started to test two different elements together, right? So these two elements had the marble element plus the Inferno. So if you look here to enable two different elements, and I'll just delete this to show you, I'll go over here to add elements, I'll click on Inferno, I'll hit confirm, and I can click again and select any other one I want. So let's say I select marble, boom, confirm. And now I have two different elements. And when I first created it, the numbers were just too high. I had Inferno up to 0.4, and then I had marble at 0.6, I believe, in the beginning. And it looks like this, which is a lot. You know, this is just it's not something I would use again. It's a little too much, but it kind of changes the whole entire look of what used to be this Halo type character. It's kind of like a different type of robot humanoid type object. And then what I did, I tuned it down a little bit, but then again, still, it's pretty strong. So what I want to do is I want to test some of these elements here with some already pre-made images by the community on Leonardo so I can show you what I'm talking about. So I can just scroll here. Let's pick, let's see. We have all, we have upscaled, we have new, we have the top. Let's click on top here. Let's see something we could pick. And I actually want to use this Raven. Let's pick this Raven. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit remix, okay? And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a regular version of the Raven, which we're going to see how it looks right now once it comes up. Then what my game plan to do is take one of those features, implement them, and show you guys the difference as to what it does, and then we'll expand to 2 different features, and then, you know, change the numbers up and down. So this is not supposed to happen. Let me go ahead and try to turn alchemy on, maybe, if that will make a difference. And then I'll create another version of alchemy on. So, like I said, a lot of the reasons why I like to create that first initial generation is because I truly believe that Leonardo.Ai, once they started to release these features like prompt magic and alchemy, they actually decreased the current value of the free version of their product. And so, yeah, I mean, look at this. This is not what we want at all. I'm not sure why it looks like this, but once again, I didn't even read the prompt. We have photoreal on, or we have alchemy. This is with both features on. We have alchemy on. So yeah, let's just give it a second. I believe this is good. All right, we'll just use one of these, okay? So when I have alchemy on by itself, now it produces the image of the Raven, all right? So let's go ahead and turn an element on, and the only element that I could personally add here is surreal collage. Now, the reason why that is, I know some people might be like, well, why is that? Is because I don't have prompt magic on. If I have prompt magic on, at least, hold on. If something is, it could be the scheduler. No, it's not. It's the model. Excuse me, it's the model. Because if I click on the right model, now I have different elements available. So just out of curiosity, if I pick Anime Pastel, it's the same. All right, same model. So you know what? That's what we'll do. We'll just create another generation here. And you guys are seeing this real time. So I'm still testing. I'm still playing with it. This is without any elements. Let's see how it looks. Anime Pastel theme, or not theme, fine-tuned model with no elements. Let's see what happens. And prompt magic and alchemy is on. Let's see what happens. Okay. It does take a little bit of a while, so I'm just going to pause real quick. So it looks like it was done, and let's go ahead and view. Interesting. I guess that's okay. I mean, I really don't know. I could turn prompt magic off. Okay. Still, we don't have any elements. I'll turn it as a generation with alchemy on. This is interesting. Not necessarily what I was looking for. Definitely different than what I was expecting, but let's just go ahead and see what happens when this is created. And like I said, I'll repeat this again. The reason why I like to have a generation without any kind of feature on is just so I can see what's going on. So, all right, let's just leave it at this. All right, so this was the creation. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the element and I'm going to turn Inferno on. Okay, so once I take Inferno and I decrease, actually, let's turn it up all the way. Let's go to, let's leave it at 1. Why not? And then let's turn it up all the way to 2. And then let's go down to 0.2. Okay, so we have it in Inferno 1, Inferno 2, and then Inferno 0.2. So effectively, this latest one should be as similar to the one on the bottom as possible. So this was with 1. Okay, not bad. Definitely a different feature. Okay, definitely adds that element feature, that Inferno type feature. I definitely see it. Not bad, but maybe it's a little too much for me personally. Now this is turning Inferno all the way up, and you can see here that this is not my style whatsoever. This is almost meaningless. I don't even know what's going on in the image. It almost looks like, I mean, if I was to take a picture of hell, I mean, that's probably what it would look like. And then this is with 0.2, Inferno with 0.2. And it makes sense because here is like all blue, but here you have a little bit of red, You know, even in this one, you have a little bit of red, so it makes sense. What if I turn Inferno up all the way up to 0.5? So effectively, it should be somewhere in the middle between this and this, right? So I'm expecting here a little more red and maybe even a little bit of fire, okay? But I'm not expecting it to turn completely all out like this or something like that. So let's see what it comes out to. And yeah, this is, I guess it was a little bit less than what I was expecting in terms of fire, but yeah, a little more red definitely came to be. I'll say this, honestly, there's probably better ways to work with this elements type feature. I don't think I'm necessarily going to use it all the time. I'll just be 100% honest. It's a cool feature. I think it would work specifically with certain designs, and I'll go ahead and try one more design here. I'll go to my personal feed, and I'll type in tiger. And let me see some of my tiger designs, and then maybe make it work. So let's take this tiger. Let's hit remix, and let's pick Dream Shaper V7. And then let's go over here, and let's turn on something else. So we have Pirate Punk, we have Tiki, we have Lunar Punk, we have Ivory and Gold, we have Toxic Punk, Inferno, Glass and Steel, Gingerbread, Ebony and Gold, Baroque, Biopunk, Celtic Punk or Celtic Punk, and Crystalline. Let's just go with Inferno again. That's the one that I could see myself using the most. Let's go ahead and scale this to a 0.6 and hit generate. Now, mind you, this is the same prompt that you saw on that tiger a few seconds ago in my personal generations. So we'll see what happens there. And I'm just going to pause the screen because it will take a little bit of time. All right, so it looks like it is finished, and it does look similar. I would say it has a little more red. For the sake of this video, I will turn it up a little bit more because I do want to see if it has any fire to it. I think it would look pretty cool in this circumstance. So yeah, I could say that, you know, if I really, really wanted to use this feature, I could. Definitely, I don't know if it's something that I'll use in the future too often, but it's a feature. It's a feature, and I think the most important thing is to get comfortable using these kind of features, and I feel like it's cool that I'm just introducing it for you guys so that you guys can see how it looks. To me, this is cooler and better than the other version. I'll just keep it real. This is a little weird, but, you know, it's interesting. So you guys let me know, are you going to use this elements feature at all? Yes or no? I'm curious. And I'm still going to keep doing more research on it because I do believe that I haven't learned everything yet. And there's definitely more I need to learn about this kind of stuff. So you guys let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll definitely talk to you guys soon, all right? Thank you guys for watching. And peace out. Bye. All right. See ya.